Okay, rolling right along here, making progress, but never satisfied. That's sort of the theme right now. So let's open it up to questions.
Matt, on your left, and Ms.
Coach, I guess a couple weeks now, a little less than 2 weeks away from the opener, just kind of talk about the progress, like kind of where you're at health-wise, and then just kind of how do you feel like you guys are progressing with the season a couple weeks away?
Well, we're still in camp. We'll switch gears late in the week. So our focus is getting the offense, defense, special teams in, the situations that come up during a football game, improving players, creating depth, competition, who's going to be a 1, who's going to be a 2, and developing players all the way around, improving our practices, making them more clean. So I see a lot of improvement out there, but it's still not where it needs to be, and even when it's close, you can never be really satisfied if you want to be great. So, whoever's doing the best out there right now, and I don't know who that is, consistently over camp, I guarantee you one thing, he's not satisfied.
Ms. on your left, and Zach.
Yeah, Curt, now that you've had almost a full offseason with Fernando, who does he remind you of the quarterbacks? Who is he most like to the quarterbacks you've coached in the past? And where's he kind of taken the biggest step forward this fall?
Well, they're all different people, so they're all different. And he's got a skill set, and you guys can evaluate his skill set during the course of the season. I'm not going to give away any secrets. Of course, everybody's watched his Cal tape, so they understand who he is. He's a big guy that's very mobile, got a quick whip, got good velocity on the ball, can really drive it. So, he's done a nice job of learning the offense, and still not perfect, but nobody out there is.
Zach, and then Daniel.
Curt, you talked about, I guess in your words, your roster just never sort of being satisfied. How have you seen, especially guys in leadership positions, guys that have been around you and around success for a while, really approach this year in terms of just constantly pushing that ambition forward, constantly just sort of setting that bar higher?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of the guys that were around here last year and enjoyed success, whether they were with Indiana in 23 or came with me from James Madison or elsewhere, they're not satisfied. And they know what the expectation level and the standard is and how we do things. And every year you got new leadership. And, the best leaders lead through their actions, not their words. And they lead daily. And you got to earn it every single day. So we got a lot of good leader-type guys on this football team. You don't need too many chiefs. You got to have chiefs and Indians. But I like the sort of potential for this team to develop kind of the intangibles that become important during the course of the season.
Daniel in front, and Zach B.
You mentioned in the spring on EJ it was about not having lapses. You expected a huge year out of him. Have you seen him, have those strides from spring, to now, and just where does he kind of rank inside that wideout room?
Yeah, well, EJ's got a lot of talents, made plays. Matter of keeping him on the field. Got off to a little bit of a slow start in camp, but I've really seen him pick it up. Probably since practice 4 or 5, become a lot more consistent. So he can be a playmaker, and we're going to need him to be a playmaker.
Zach B in front, and Jared.
You've talked about not wanting to sustain success, but improve upon it. How do you guys gauge improving upon success? How do you quantify that?
But we don't really look at it that way. We don't look at a body of work from last season and try every day to improve upon it. We try to improve upon our yesterday's practice, or the previous drill, and today's prep, or the previous rep, right? So, what we're really trying to do is improve our focus, our concentration, our urgency, our communication, how we react, respond, identify what's going on out there, technique, and then being able to turn it off and play the next play, rip off the rearview mirror and do it from first play practice to last play, or game also. And then the more guys you get doing that, the better you become as a team.
Jared, on your right to Pete.
When you guys are going offense versus defense, especially like in fall camp, how do you evaluate sort of, you want the defense to perform well, but that might mean that the offense isn't performing as well, and then the opposite of that?
Well, I always tell the coaches, and they know, it's not who wins the drill. Are guys doing, what they're coached to do? And are they doing it right, and are they finishing? And doing it with effort. But all coaches are competitive, and they want to win the drill, they want to win the rep. But the defense isn't going to win every rep, and the offense isn't going to win every rep. And the players have to understand that too, and that we're a team. We're out there making each other better. And I think our guys do a good job of that.
Pete, on your left and Seth.
Yeah, Curt, it seems that Abe is such a high-quality person as well as a player. Do you, is there an anecdote or something that you can think of that really kind of stands out if you're talking, rather than saying he's, high-quality player, but something that he's...
I would just say he's selfless and completely bought in to the football team in terms of doing anything he can do to make the football team better. Whether it's leading through his actions, the way he plays, picking up a teammate. He makes all the checks on defense, helping guys learn the defense. He's a great teammate.
Seth up top and Joe.
Curt, a couple of special teams things for you. One, Nico told us last week that, on field goals, he feels comfortable right now at 55 yards, that he could make it longer, but, that he feels comfortable at 55. Where's your comfort level with his range? Are you comfortable, I guess, unleashing him a little more from longer distances this year than you did last year?
I guess we'll find out during the season. Let's answer that question.
Yeah, and on punt return, Miles Price had a lot of big moments for you there last year. Have you... are you still kind of figuring out who's going to step up there, or who are you looking at in the punt return?
Yeah, I got a lot of confidence in Nico. We've been blessed with our field goal kickers the last 5, 6, 7 years. And Nico is no exception. A lot of confidence in him. Punt return job, we've been working 2, 3 guys. A little competition going on there. We haven't really determined. Number one thing is catch the football, make sure the ball's in our possession at the end of the play, and then use good judgment in terms of whether to play the hop or inside the 10, and then being able to communicate to the other players on short kicks, Peter calls, things of that nature. Everything after that, when he catches the ball, what he can get us is a plus. So Miles did a great job last season. I'm glad he's doing well with the Vikings. I see he's made some good plays in the return game. And we'll see who trots out there the first game of the year.
Joe on your left and then we'll wrap Ms.
Final week of fall camp, what have been the biggest challenges either you or this team have kind of overcome as compared to maybe years prior that you haven't seen before?
I think the challenges for every team are usually the same, and that's to improve as much as possible today and to be consistent, to not be like that, to always play up there.
Ms. last one.
Okay, your second scrimmage on Saturday, what kind of progress did you guys make, and any kind of standout moments or standout things you saw on film and kind of watched it?
Yeah, second scrimmage is actually tomorrow.
That's actually tomorrow.
Good?
Thank you.